Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly pre-order video covering all the pre-orders from Forge World and Games Workshop. Apologies for the lack of the pre-order video last weekend. Hope you appreciate that I was at the Warhammer HQ in Nottingham and I think I released quite a few videos over last weekend, so I hope you enjoyed that content and I hope you're enjoying all of this daily content on the channel. Every day in December I'm releasing a video. It could be anything. There's an overlap from the Nidvember videos, so there'll still be quite a few Tyranid themed videos. Before I get into the pre-orders, the news. I'm pleased to announce that the Carnifex Brood is now in stock on Games Workshop's website. However, if you're after an Exocrine or Horus specs, unfortunately they're still out of stock. You can get the Tyrant Guards though, or the Hive Guards. But if we look at all, you can get a Maliceptor now, and you can get Zoanthropes, but you also cannot get Tyrannocytes or Warriors, Gene Stealers, Lictors, Death Leapers, and the Start Collecting Tyranids 2016 box set, which had the Hive Tyrant in as well, is now completely sold out. So the only way to sort of kind of get that is through like a third party retailer or whatnot. So Tyranids, very popular still. I've still got quite a few out of stock. Even though I'd get free delivery on the Carnifex, I'm going to wait until the Exocrine's in stock and then try and get myself one of them. So anyway, first of all, let's have a look at pre-orders. So we're at Forge World right now, and there were quite a few things up for pre-order. If you follow me on Instagram, it's just super_Saiyan. The link is on my homepage, and I'll put it in the description below. But the first thing that kind of drew my attention was the Horus Heresy Weekender. This in February. Now, as soon as I clicked on that, I think it was yesterday, because that's the first time I sort of saw it on the site, and it was about 10:30 in the morning. It was sold out. So whether it sold out within 10 minutes, 20 minutes, definitely sold out within half an hour. £75 a ticket. I said this last year, that I would have loved to have gone. I also said last year that they should hold it at a bigger event, or they should have more tickets available. What they do, what Forge World do, which is unfortunate for people that have never been before, is that they email people that have been previously and give them first dibs on the tickets. Well, of course they're going to go. Of course. So like I say, I said last year I would have liked to have gone last year. Again, I would have liked to have gone this year. When they email previous attendees of the events, it gives them first dibs, and then they've only got a handful of tickets remaining, which get scooped up pretty quick. I looked on eBay. No one's selling them yet on eBay. They might come up within the next week or two. And the last year's Weekender, I saw people selling the Weekender ticket within 24 hours for double the price, for £150, which almost pays for, well, it would pay for a model while you're there, and it almost would pay for the either your petrol or the cost of the hotel for that weekend. So it is unfortunate because for people that have never been before, and for people like me who would go and take lots of pictures, video, ask a lot of questions and share it with the community, it really puts those people out as well. But I hope that changes next year. I'm hopeful. Maybe it'll be at a bigger event. Maybe there'll be more tickets available, and maybe they just won't keep giving preferential treatment to people that have already experienced a Weekender. It'd be nice to give the opportunity for people that haven't. Anyway, rant over. Let's have a look at all the pre-orders. So we'll start off on the front page. Legends, new and old. Command the Red Scorpions with a risen hero or new champions of the chapter. So if we go on new, you'll find that you can now pre-order only a week after you're able to get it at the open day, which again I think is a bit poor. I think you go into an open day, it should be a few more weeks than that, or maybe a month or two after that. I don't know what their reason behind it is. Maybe with these events is if they don't sell that many, then they just put them up for pre-order as quickly as possible. And I suppose that's a good move because it's still fresh in people's minds as well. But what I'm trying to say is you can pre-order Culln, the Risen. We'll just have a look at him. Looks absolutely stunning. If I collected Red Scorpions I mean, I don't collect red scorpions, but I am seriously tempted by this model. It's got so much detail, so many more extra little pieces of detail and parts than a normal Leviathan Dreadnought. And that picture almost looks like he's holding the Reaver's hand, but oh well. You got the 3D view, but you've got all the detail and things on the front. You've got the laurels on his head. You've got this little symbol. You've got these twin assault cannons. Look at that. I mean, they are a bit stubby looking, and the quad auto cannon, or Leviathan storm cannon I think it is, would look way better. I do like these claws. Odd that it's got sort of armour on them as well, but oh well. So very, very excellent looking model. Big fan of that. £80, which means I think it's what, £7 more. I think the Leviathan went up by £1. It was 72, now it's 73, so I think it's £7 more than a normal sort of Leviathan. A lot of money, but the biggest dreadnought, well, other than the Redemptor and the Telemon, obviously. So that's very decent. And then you've got Kassan or Kaysen, Sabius, and Sarai or Sarai, Karagon, Regents of the Orden Rift. And these guys are £60. It's quite decent actually, because you get this massive, you know, scenic base to put them on. Unfortunately, because their base scenery isn't sort of integrated onto the base like sometimes it normally is, it looks like that's just a plastic base with part of their scenery. I'd say is already attached to their legs. I want to say, it doesn't look like you could really effectively use this piece of scenery with like your existing models, because that's one of the reasons why I would have gone for it. Is if you can see there, look, if you put a normal 32mm base in those slots, then it would be flush. Well, it's not going to be flush unless you add an extra you know, a few millimeters and put something on there. But again, lovely looking models. Really like their look. This banner, which is great that you don't have to freehand it. Well, for people like me, that is going to be a lot easier to paint and stuff than if you had just a blank banner. Lots of detail on this. I mean, this is, you know, painting perfection pretty much, guys. This is twigged on the paintwork that they do on these models. I mean, this is sort of non-metallic metallic. Like that gold is not gold. They've gone for non-metallic gold on this, and I think the metal might be metallic though. But this is the top tier. I mean, the painting of these miniatures sells the models, and they do look just incredible. But that's Sabius and Karagon. So they're £60. Again, not too bad. You can get them both together for 140, but what's the point? You don't save any money whatsoever. Then they're shipping out 5 Vanguard veterans. It's just the normal Space Marine Vanguard veteran box set, along with an upgrade sprue, which actually does contain a fair bit. It contains specific assault packs, which have the Aquila on there, and they have Mark 4, the Maximus armour, helmets, and then it's got specific shoulder pauldrons. Now, this is really cool, but at the same time, I would buy this set if it didn't have these shoulder pads. It'd be nice if you could buy this set separately, but without the pads, because everything else you could just use in your normal Vanguards. I mean, it'd be really nice to have these jump packs with the Achilles on and use them in your normal squads, especially with this Maximus power armor helmets too. So that's them for £40. So I think that's part plastic, part resin. Then we had Red Scorpions Veterans of Badab. With that, you get, for your £175, you get 2 boxes of Mark III. You get the Vanguard veteran squad that we just saw with the jump packs. And then you get a load of upgrade sprues in terms of all the shoulder pads and things, and you get this wonderful dude, which is Commander Culln of the Red Scorpions. So this is Culln sort of before he was turned into a Leviathan Dreadnought. So he's gone from one piece of awesome looking armour to another piece of awesome looking armour. So there you go. Anybody know what happened to him? Why he got interred in that? Please put it in the comments below. Then we've just got a Red Scorpions Mark IV Tactical Squad. So that just has your box set of Mark IV, which I think are £30 or £35, I want to say. So you're paying £10 or £15 for the extra resin parts. Then we had a few releases for Hobbit as well. So you've got General's Accessories Pack with £15 and the Iron Hills Battle Company, which is £54. To me, that seems like a lot of money. £54 for what seems to be, I want to say 10 miniatures? No, not even 10. 9 miniatures for £54. That seems like a lot of money to me. But there you go. I don't do Hobbit, so I wouldn't know that much about that. Hobbit Books Collection, £64. So you're actually saving a fair bit by getting both together rather than separately. Separately, £85. I don't know whether this is a misprint or something, but that is a huge saving. You know, £21 saving by buying them both together. You'd be absolutely mad not to do that. Unfortunately, it can't be said for buying the Command Collection together. It'd be nice if you could get that Command Collection for 120. You know, save yourself 20 quid or something. You know, like 10 quid off the Dreadnought and 10 quid off Sabius, but there we go. Is what it is. So a lot of releases yesterday for Forge World. Let's hop on over to Games Workshop. We're already on Tyranids. Okay, let's go to the main page. There were a few pre-orders up today for Games Workshop. So we go on new and exclusive. Pretty much Blood Angels and Blood Bowl. They're the pre-orders. So if we click on pre-orders, 38. We'll go from high to low, and we'll view them all. So what they've done is they've bundled a few box sets and things in here. So you've got here Sons of Sanguinius, a battalion detachment. You've got 3 aggressors, 3 inceptors, the new lieutenant, chaplain, and some intercessors, and a redemptive dreadnought and a repulsor tank. That seems like a lot of money, and it is a lot of money for that many models. That many models? Well, you know what I mean. Let's just have a look what you actually get. 10 Hellblast. Okay, so 10 of each, right? So that's, well, 10 of them is like £35, isn't it? So 10 Hellblasters, 10 Intercessors, 3 Aggressors, 3 Inceptors, the Dreadnought, the Chaplain, another 5-man Intercessor squad. So you actually get 15 Intercessors there, and the Repulsor and the Lieutenant Tolmeron, or Tomeron, or just Tom, and the Chaplain. Yeah, it's a lot of money though. £122.50 for the new releases. Basically what they've done is they've brought out the Intercessors, the Hellblasters and the Aggressors, but they just have the Blood Angels Primaris upgrade sprue. Let's have a little look at that, because I'm hoping that it has the upgrade sprue in here with them. Oh, you also get the Tomeron as well. No, it doesn't have a picture of what the upgrade sprue looks like. But rest assured, it does have, yeah, upgrade frames. So they all have upgrade frames in them, which can be seen here. You've got some dangly parts. You've got some purity seals. You've got the different shoulder pauldrons. What's the upgrade sprue look like for these? So the shoulder pauldrons, you get these big blood tiers. Bits and pieces just to add on them. Nothing on their helmets though, it doesn't look like. Except for that helmet. That has a blood tier. Lake Town Battle Company, that's already out of stock. I'm not sure if that was available last week. And the same for Thranduil's Hall's Battle Company. The Angelic Collection, so you got the dice some cards, and the Collector's Edition book for £77.50. The Elven Union Home Field Advantage, so you get the Elfheim team and the book and everything like that, and some dice as well. Then the Blood Angels Gamers Collection, so you get the cards, the dice and the codex. And then the Collector's Edition for the codex. Let's have a look at that. This is £50, like they all are. Lovely bit of artwork there. And there, showing some Primaris. You're getting some Primaris Blood Angels artwork. A Dol Guldur Battle Company, £38 there. The Hellblasters, Intercessors and Aggressors. Just when you think Primaris Space Marines couldn't get any more expensive. Well, let's just wait until we see the Forge World resin upgrade sprues and things like that. I think you'll see boxes of 10 Intercessors with a Forge World upgrade sprue. I think it's going to be 50 quid for 10 Space Marines, which is what I said, you know, £5 a Space Marine in total. Yeah, £37.50 for 10 Space Marines. For 10 Space Marines, almost £40. So that's where we're at now. If you want the Blood Angel specific ones, you're almost looking at kind of Forge World prices for 10 of them. And then we've got the Rivendell Battle Company, £31, Lothlorien Battle Company, £30, and the Blood Bowl Almanac, the inaugural Blood Bowl Almanac. So it's a gaming supplement, £30. I know a lot of people have been waiting for that. I think it combines, does it combine all the rules for all of the teams? I want to say official league rules. It's an essential book for every Blood Bowl coach. 140-page hardback, excellent. You see, they bring this out in hardback, 140 pages, but they don't bring out the Warhammer 40,000 Index chapter approved in hardback. It's really odd. They should have done. Ah well. Let's go back to this. So the Elven Union team collection. So you got the Elfheim team along with the dice. Doesn't look like you get many dice there though. About 4 it looks like. Blood Angels Codex, £25, and it shows 144 pages. That's pretty thick. That's a thick codex, guys. It's thicker than the Tyrannid one by 20 pages. So I don't know what they've done there, but for a sub-faction of Space Marines, that is a thick codex. I was only expecting sort of 100 pages or so. So that is, yeah, that's a decent sized codex. And finally, you've got Middle-earth Battle Companies, £25, Shire Battle Company, £24.60, Blood on the Snow Pitch, a winter-themed pitch and dugout set. It's all right. Elven Union Pitch, £24, and a Goblin Pitch, £24. And then the Elfheim Eagles, £20 for that team. A couple of books. The Warmaster, Blood Angels Dice. I like the colour that they've gone for those. And Primaris Lieutenant Tolmeron, or Tolmeron, or just Tom. Hobbit Strategy card game, Elven Union team card pack, Orc team, Human team, Gaunt's Ghost the Founding paperback for £15. It's a fair bit of money for paperback though. Data cards, Blood Angels, Elven Union dice, they're really nice looking. The Primaris upgrades separate, £8 for the 21 components. Angels of Caliban in paperback now, and special play card sleeves. So a fair amount of pre-orders. Next weekend I'm pretty sure we'll have the Dark Angels up for pre-order. So instead of red you'll have green, so it's carrying on with that Christmas theme quite well. So I think you'll have Dark Angels, Intercessors, I think you'll have a big battalion detachment, I think you'll have everything that you had with the Blood Angels. And then the week after, which will be my favourite week of the entire year, most probably, the pre-orders will consist of the little Myphitic Blight Hauler, the Redemptor Dreadnought easy to build kit, the Aggressors easy to build, and the other Death Guard, Lord Felthius, or Feltius, I think it is. Okay, so looking forward to December the 16th when we can pre-order all of those other miniatures for the end of the year. And then next year, what we got to look forward to? Well, we've got to look forward to Dark Angels and Blood Angels in the Horus Heresy. We've got to look forward to Book 8. We've got to look forward to the Overlord Primaris Super Heavy Flyer. It'd be nice if it was cheaper than the Stormbird, which had a price increase of 25 quid from last year. So that's actually 775. So it's borderline 800 quid now, that Stormbird. But hopefully the Overlord is less than that. Hopefully it's about 600. More than the Thunderhawk, which it should be, because it can carry 40 Primaris. But we've got that to look forward to. We've got more Primaris Super Heavy tanks apparently. We've got the refresh of a lot of the other Xenos ranges, like Orcs and Dark Eldar, and Chaos Demons starts off in January, so that'll be great. So join me next weekend when I'll be creating another one of these videos showcasing the Dark Angels pre-orders. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to get the Blood Angels Lieutenant and the Dark Angels one, but I'm going to leave it a couple of weeks and get them along with the Blight Hauler and things. So you won't see them in the next couple of weeks, but you will see them in about 3 weeks. So they will appear on the channel at some point, so just stay tuned. So once again, I hope you're enjoying all of this daily content over December. If there's anything that you'd like to see, as always, please do put it in the comments below, and I'll try my best to make a video on it. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.